Welcome, Raider Nation. We're heading into Arrowhead this weekend, one of the toughest venues in the NFL. And this matchup against the Chiefs is more than just another game. It's a statement. Can our Raiders show they belong at the top of the division? Let's dive in and let's get this started.
As Charles Woodson would say, Raiders. Yeah.
What is up, Raider Nation? Welcome to the Last Call podcast on Saturday night, as we're going to get ready to discuss the Raiders and the Chiefs. First, let's check in with our two co-hosts here. We got Mr. Chris for Raiders next to me. What's up, brother?
What's going on?
And on the other side, I have Mr. Jason Raiders First Downs, otherwise known as Jason Downs. What's up, Jason?
How you doing tonight?
Good, and you? And everybody knows who I am. I'm 401 Raider Jeff. So
Superstar.
Okay, calm down.
Hollywood.
So first, we'll check in with the chat, see who's here before we get rolling into this tonight. We're not going to be talking about last week's game. This is just a preview for tomorrow's game. But first, we got Robert Pena in the house hitting us up with the Raiders. So let's
what's up, Robert?
Raiders.
We got Raider Paul. Oh, we're going to do a few of these here.
Raiders.
And we have Bill M in the house. What's up, Bill M?
Raiders.
That's enough for now. Jack's in the house. Super Omnicron is here. Michael Guerra is here. Richard Schneider. Frank Webb is in the house. What's up, Frank?
Hey,
Frank, what's going on?
Let's see. You're right, Mike. Any given Sunday. Who knows? Who knows? I know I've been negative all week, but there's still a chance. Still a chance. We're going to discuss that. Let's see. Geo Max is in the house. What's up, man? Super Omnicron, what's good? 401, Chris and Jason. Let's go. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Marcus Banks, big dog in the house.
Hey,
sorry about the loss for you, brother, last week, but we needed to win. I know you guys did too.
Still part of our brotherhood.
Yes, exactly.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Exactly.
And it's well, Raiders suck. Okay. Sorry. Oh, we should just end the show now, right?
You know what? We're done. The season's over with. This is cut the show. Yeah. Let's go do mock drafting.
The fifth pick in the first round.
Yeah, we just go home. We're done.
We'll just call it quits right now while we're at it, right?
Fuck it.
Who cares? All right, so let's roll into this. So this is going to be a Q&A type of format like we have been doing the last couple of weeks. So I'm going to ask each guy a specific question, and then they'll have their chance to answer the question. And I do have a special treat at the end of all this. When we're done, we're going to play a little trivia game tonight, and chat's going to be involved in it too. So we're going to have serious discussion, and then we're going to have some fun with this throughout at the end of the show.
Hey, is this multiple choice or true and false?
Start and bench and cut them. Fuck it.
No, that's someone else's gig. I ain't taking that.
Is this?
So we're going to start with Chris. Huh?
It could be true and false or A, B, or C.
A, B, yeah.
So we're going to start with Chris first. Chris, what's your mindset heading into this one? Emotion, execution, or both?
Both. The emotion, they need to just fire themselves up and play this game and execute every play. That's on defensive line, offensive line, the running backs. Everybody execute their plays and get it done. No mistakes. I mean, they're gonna make mistakes. Nobody's perfect, but they need to execute. Foremost, Gino needs to get away from those interceptions. Stop staring down the receivers and execute the play like it's supposed to. Because last week they did pretty good on the Deacon and Duncan. They should continue that. Execute the Deacon and Duncan.
Look, Diesel just popped in. What's up, Diesel? So's Willie Wayne. What's up? Diesel said, breaking news. I'm suiting up for the Raiders tomorrow. My position is called KH. I'm on defense.
Awesome. I don't know what KH is.
I'll use you out there. Trust me. Daniel Berry's in the house, too. What's up, Daniel Berry? How you doing, brother? So, Jason, given the Chiefs' recent turbulence and our ups and downs, what do you sense the Raiders need to prove on Sunday?
Well, I want to know what the Chiefs' turbulence is. I think they've kind of corrected their turbulence.
But have they, though?
I don't know. Last game was spot on. The rest were dialed in. Mahomes and Kelsey were dialed in. I mean, you can't play Chiefs Kingdom football any better than what they did it the other night against the Lions. I mean, everything was perfect. Taylor was in the box. You know, she had fresh red lipstick on, and you know, however you want to play it, they were dialed. The Chiefs were dialed in last week. So I'm not going to buy that turbulent stuff, especially with some of their losses that they had. It's just little things here and there that cost them the game. I still don't think they're the best team in the AFC, but we'll see.
All right, fair enough. We've had a $5 super chat come in from Radioing Rick Rude. What I would like to have right now is for all you fat, out-of-shape Chiefs fans to watch me put on my shield and show you what a real fan looks like.
Whoa.
Kudos. Thank you for the super chat. I appreciate you, Mr. Radioing Rick Rude. Sorry.
Wow.
Thank you. I think that's Accelerator, possibly. It's usually what he does. I love it. Let's see. Jill says Raiders need to control the game from the start, take the lead, and protect it. Yeah. Taylor is about.
Hey, can I go off of that chat real quick?
Yeah.
Do we really truly want to try to protect a lead?
No.
Is that what we want to do?
No.
Protect a lead?
No.
We're playing Kansas City. Every team that tries to protect the lead against Kansas City fucking loses.
Right here. Go for the throat.
We need to step. We need to get the lead and step on their throat and keep scoring nonstop. No prevent defense, none of that shit. Keep moving the ball down the field. We got a 7-point lead. Let's hold it for another another hour. Oh.
Yeah. Accelerators here. What's up, Accelerator? He said it wasn't me, I swear.
Sure.
All right. So that's the only thing I had on that. That was a great chat, great comment in the chat. But we don't need to protect the lead. It's kind of like it goes along the same lines of tanking. You know what I mean? You don't protect. If you get a lead, don't protect. That's what we did when we were up 17-0.
Yep.
Yeah.
Exactly.
We're trying to protect the lead.
Yeah,
well, ain't no protecting the lead with these guys. You get the ball, you go freaking score a touchdown. That's what you do.
Yeah, go right for the jugular, man. Do not ease up on it. What got you there, keep doing it until the whistle blows, until the end of the game.
Yeah. Yeah.
Even after the game, still score. Keep scoring.
Keep going. Keep going.
Just keep going.
Yeah.
Let me see. Hang on. My bad.
Accelerated. That's an if. if we have a lead.
Okay. So we're on the segment number 2. So it's offense side. Raiders attack versus the Chiefs defense. How the Raiders can move the ball and score. So these are the key roster and coach references. So we've got the Raiders head coach Pete Carroll. We've got Raiders QB Geno Smith, who's 35 years old. Keep that in mind. Running back Ashton Genty. Raiders wide receiver Jacoby Myers and Trey Tucker. And then on the defensive side for the Chiefs, you have Steve Spagnuolo, who always calls a good game against us. And in their pass rush, and they've got Chris Jones and George Karlaftis. Karlaftis. So our offense, Geno Smith has led the charge. The Raiders' weapons are there. But again, they face a stout Chiefs front line. So we're going to kind of break this down a little bit. So the first question is going to be for Chris. What do you need from Geno Smith in the first quarter to feel like we're not just playing, but we're actually going to try and control this game with Geno? Like, what do you need to see from him?
Looking at Geno Smith, not this last game where I really couldn't see him that well, but it looked like he lost confidence in the last few games we lost. It's like he's don't have confidence in himself. He needs to get his confidence back. He needs to take control and command of his team. I don't know like he's really doing that to me. He need to get there, yell in wide receivers' faces, tell them, like at the offensive line, this get on a case. He's being too soft. I could be wrong, but that's what I'm observing. You need to get like some of these quarterbacks. You don't see Aaron Rodgers when they make a mistake, he gets right in their face. You see a lot of quarterbacks, the receiver makes the wrong route. He don't say, "Well, that's okay." No, he gets in their face. Like, dude, he get in his face. Make him understand what you're supposed to do, how this play's supposed to run. He don't do that. He needs to get more aggressive to me to lead this team. He's not the leader of the team on the offense side anyway. So
it definitely doesn't feel like he is. You're right.
No, he needs to get up there and get aggressive. Tell him I'm gonna take you behind the barn and whoop your ass if you don't block better or something. I know he can't do it, but I'm just saying he should do something like that nature, that aggressiveness. Yeah. That's what he needs to do. He needs to lead the team and stop being just, okay, I'm here.
I like Diesel's defensive game plan, shove a football at Mahomes. We'll get to the defense in a minute. Right now, we're talking offense versus their defense. Excuse me. Raph is in the house. Donuts Duncan is in the house also. Thank you for being here tonight, guys. I appreciate you. Who else is here? Segment 3 is here. We're not up to you yet, segment 3, but we're getting there. I see you moving along this time. Good on you. I just might get some shine this week.
Yeah, we're just going 2 segments today, though.
Yeah. There's no third segment today. We got 2 segments, and then we're playing trivia. We need Geno to sling it. If he's got to start slow and get check downs, then that's okay. It can eventually open up the game plan. Yeah. Accelerated. Geno needs to attack the intermediate aggressively. Take what the defense gives you early, learn from AOC, march down the field, and chew up the clock. Yeah, you don't want to leave much time on the clock for Mahomes at all.
Mm-mm.
Diesel says, my opinion for success for Geno is to take a knee and let pick your play. Yeah, Michael Mayer does need to do that too. Just another DJ. What's up, my brother? How you doing? Crosby's always got some sort of an injury. Is he showing up in the injury report?
Yeah, I didn't look at it. Injury report. If you ain't on the injury report, you ain't playing hard enough.
This is my Saturday night addiction. I suck at quitting. So, Jason.
That's me.
Given the Chiefs' recent... Oh, no, that's the second. No, my bad. Hang on.
Yeah, you did go to third segment.
Jason, the Chiefs bring pressure. With Karlaftis and Jones hunting, how do we protect Geno and give our receivers time?
Not so much with Calartis, but with Jones. If we could get him running and then hit an oxygen tank on the sideline, that's about the best we're going to be able to do. Because I don't think anybody on this team is going to be able to quote unquote stop him, just get in his way. I'd like to see some more outside stretch runs, especially to the wide side of the field. Get him running, get him chasing. Same with Karlaftis. Instead of him being the prowler, the prowler on the defense, you be the hunted. Go after him, attack him. But for the most part, it's hard because we're not loaded with talent. I think if Brock Bowers was playing this game, it might change things a little bit there. And I've been saying this the whole time that I truly believe 80% of our offensive woes right now is because of him. Because the things that we're seeing now, we didn't see in the first game. So it's a little harder for the wide receivers to get open when he's not out on the field because he opens them up.
Mm-hmm.
Agree or disagree? It's a fact.
Agree. Totally agree. Without him there, the threat's gone. So defense not to worry about Brock Bowers being a threat down the field. Yep. They say, okay, we can guard these guys because they're not getting separation. But when Brock Bowers on the field, defense got to wonder where he's going to line up at, what he's going to do, where is he going. Mayor did okay this last week, but he needs to step up a little bit more now. Make another threat. Because the defense not threatened, they can put the pin their ears back and just go for it. They can think.
Let's see. Slip Benadryl in the Chiefs drinks before the game or a muscle relaxer.
Mm-hmm.
Max, I'm going to look up the injury report in a second. Gio says Genty will have 150 total yard game. I hope so.
That's going to be a key component of us being successful tomorrow is him, his productivity and his touches.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. And I agree with Richards. I think Jones is going to definitely eat tomorrow for sure. Send Mostert at Jones. Genty needs to have more touches so he can run up the yards. Yeah. Instead of Gino, it should be Gio. Yeah, I'm looking at the injury report right now, so we'll just rip through this real quick here. So doubtful is Brock Bowers, which we all kind of knew that. He shouldn't play. So he's out. Bachman's questionable with an ankle. Jacoby Myers has shown up questionable with a knee, so there's a chance we might not see him. Justin Short has got an illness. He's probably got the flu. He was full participation in practice. Dylan Lobby, limited practice, hamstring. Max Crosby back, limited participation in practice. Max is going to play. I don't even think that's a question. He's not the type to miss a game because his back bothers him a little bit.
It do play on a bum knee, and so you'll play with a back problems.
Yeah, exactly. So I don't think that's going to change anything there as far as him getting out there and playing. See, Donut Sunka says JPJ and Parham need to give everything they got and be aggressive the whole game against Jones. Absolutely. What's up, Ja Raider? Ja Raider's in the house. Is it safe to come out? I heard Queef's got a nuke game for us tomorrow. I don't know about keeping Bowers out for the season, but when he got hurt, he never should have come back for that Monday night game against the Chargers. He should have sat until after the bye week. Don't fuck around with a knee, because even when he played that Monday night, he looked sluggish. The brace wasn't.
He couldn't make his cuts. He couldn't really jump.
No, it didn't look like him out there. Basically, is what it comes down to. Yeah. So with Brock Bowers listed as doubtful, Jacoby Myers questionable. Silverback Pride, how do we shift our game plan? Who steps up if some of these guys actually are out? Trey Tucker, Genty, or someone else? So who steps up in the absence of, say, Jacoby Myers and Brock Bowers?
Best and Myers. Oh, sorry, go
ahead. No, I was pointing to you first. So
okay, so Best needs to step up because he can get more playing time. He'll see more action. I mean, he did decent last week, so he just step up. What's that dude name? You can't think of his name. Ian Thomas. He just step up.
Oh, tight end. Okay.
I couldn't think of his name. Ian Thomas needs to step up. You know, as that other tight end, because not one of them did anything last week. I don't remember seeing anybody do anything last week. So,
Jason?
It's going to come down. It's going to come down to Myers and Tucker, or Mayer and Tucker. Excuse me, if Myers doesn't play. So Mayer and Tucker, because they're going to be the veterans, they're going to have to lead and set the example. Don't be afraid to see Bachman get some run. If Jacoby's not in, see Bachman get a little bit more run than Besh and Thornton. And Bachman is the type of kid that if he's going to get the ball thrown to him, he's going to make every bit of it count. So it might not be electrifying, but it'll probably be more productive somewhere around along the lines of 4 catches, 35 yards, a couple first downs type thing. But Tucker, it'll be on Tucker and Mayer, and then obviously Genty. I mean, if Jacoby doesn't go, I mean, let's face it, we don't have a lot of bullets in the gun. So the bullets that we have, we got to make them count.
Yeah, Bachman's
we're already kind of firing blanks as it is anyway. So
yeah,
Bachman's actually questionable. So I don't know if we're gonna play or not. He might even be in there.
Well,
questionable is more probable than anything. I don't think.
His was an illness, so it wasn't like it was like a physical injury, like a bone or a muscle. So, and they did say he was a full participant, so there's probably a good chance he's.
So he probably got some fluids and stuff and all that. And
I don't disagree with any of the ones that you guys picked. I really like that you brought up Bachman, Jason, because last week I think he was that spark on special teams on the return game because he had some really good returns last week.
He did.
The kid can fly, and he's not afraid to take a hit. So having him out there to continue doing what he's doing, I think, is a big help in this aspect. So I agree with him. Hopefully being a guy that steps up this week too, because it might be something that the Chiefs don't even see coming, So let me catch up with the chat here.
So I just brought Donuts Duncan up. Something I forgot to mention. That Jackson kid got brought up from the practice squad.
Who, Caesar Jackson?
Oh, did he?
Yeah.
Okay.
True.
Yeah.
Does anybody else new join since? No. Brock might have been back to play the Chiefs had they sat him from. Yeah, and I agree with that statement. If they would have let him sit all that time, he could have been back for this game, and this would have been the game for him to come back. And now we're not gonna have him tomorrow. Let's face it, he's not playing, and he shouldn't play because you don't want to ruin this kid's career. That's the big thing. It's not like we're gonna be. If we were undefeated and playing full tilt here, that's a different story maybe. But we're not. What are we playing for at this point? We're jockeying for draft position. Why endanger this kid's career? Look at Griffin from the Redskins years ago when Schottenheimer. Shanahan was the head coach. I mean, he single-handedly ruined that kid's career. He rushed him back for the playoff game, and the kid was never the same after that.
Yeah.
So everybody's pretty much agreeing with you guys. Michael Mayer, Tucker, throwing a Betch a bunch could be good too. He's tough, can punish the DBs with special teams has to help Gino with the short field. Oh, absolutely.
Yeah. Definitely.
Chris Jones is in the chat. I'm actually drooling right now. Well, that's because we know you got no brain cells, Chris Jones. Rebel's in the house. What's up, Rebel? Shedrick Jackson, tomorrow's MVP. Rosetown's in the house. What's up, Rosetown?
What's up, Rosetown?
I like that Jackson move. They made elevating him to the 53. Let's see what he's got. Absolutely.
Yeah, I hope so. I like that kid.
Neil's in the house. What's up, Neil? Let's hope my birthday weekend is complete with a win. That's right. Happy birthday, brother.
Happy birthday, brother.
I'm ready for tomorrow. I won't be mad with a win. I'll be 50-50 happy. So what, you don't want to win? I kind of don't get that one.
You want that?
I can't tell you this on that thought. if we do win tomorrow, that Chicago game is going to piss me off even fucking more.
Yeah.
I'll give you the Washington. At that point, I'll go, okay, the Washington game, I'll give you that. I'll give you that. You know what I mean? The Colts game, still not too happy about, but the Bears game, because that would make us 4-3. You know, off of football is a weird sport, ain't it? The ball, you know, it's not round for a reason.
And donuts isn't wrong either. If we win, we are very much in the playoff hunt in the AFC West, especially in the West at least, because then we'll only be like, I think, we'll be tied with KC, but we'll have the tiebreaker over them because we'll beat them. So that'll move us into third, and then I think we'd only be a game behind Denver, because Denver's, or is it the
They lost 2 games. Denver and Chargers both lost 2 games. They're 4-2.
So we'd all be kind of muddied up there in the middle. You know,
remember now, the Chargers and the Broncos haven't played each other yet, so they got to beat each other in that part.
Yeah.
And Chiefs only played the Chargers. This is their second AFC West game with us.
I've heard this name a few different times already today.
I'll be right back. I got to go. My car's just pulling in right now.
His what? His buddy took his car out to a car show today. He's not coming back.
What's up, Nav, man? This college game day is dumb. All right, so we're moving along here. So where were we? Where did I leave off?
Someone mentioned that kid from Indiana, that quarterback. That's all in the chat. I don't know. That flashed by. I didn't see you said it. Oh. Jar Radio said, I want to draft quarterback Fernando Mendoza, 6'5". Yeah, sure.
All right, Chris, I'm going to ask you this question. If you were the offensive coordinator, you're Chip Kelly right now, would you lean run early or attack with quick passes and an up-tempo?
I will attack with quick passes, get the game started. Let the Chiefs, because they probably know they're going to run Genty. They're going to run them, you know. The last couple of games, they actually, on first down, the first play of the game for the Raiders, they threw the ball. I would say quick, short passes, let them get a flow. Spread that defense out, because they're going to put people in the box. Stop Genty. That's basically the only firepower we have on the team as it stands right now. So I would get whoever's the receiver out there, Tucker, Jacoby, if he's out there, Bachman, Beck, or even Myers. Oh, wish they changed teams, so change their last name. No, throw some quick passes out there. Not say screen passes, just some quick 5 out, five in and outs. This is something just to get the defense honest. You know, and then maybe bring Thornton in and make them stretch the field, get them more honest.
Yeah.
But if you stay complacent and do the exact same thing over and over again, they're just gonna pin their ears back, like I said, and just that's what they're gonna do. This is what we're gonna
do. Richard Snyder, I'm on YouTube, Facebook, and X. I was trying to do it to Instagram earlier. Chris is on Facebook, YouTube, and you're on Kick too.
Yeah, let's put Kick on.
Jason is on just YouTube.
Yeah.
So I got to try and play around with Instagram a little bit more. I definitely want to start streaming there. What's up, Black Sales Sports Talk? What's up, man? What's up, brothers? What's all your prediction for tomorrow morning? We're going to do predictions on this. We got segments that we're going through. We will get to predictions because we want the chat involved for that one also. Football gods, we're going to crap over the Raiders tomorrow. We already infected the refs.
Yeah. At least you're being honest.
Apparently losing to the Colts isn't a crime. It's a damn good team. Yeah, they are a good team. And we said that leading up to that game, too, that, we did what we needed to do. We did kind of slow down Jonathan Taylor. He had 3 touchdowns, yes, but he didn't burn us for long-ass runs and didn't, rack up 150 yards on us, which we thought he would. But a lot of that was we turned it over in short field for them, too. That helped us keep his numbers down.
Yeah.
Let's see. If I'm Chip Kelly, I'm on the freaking sideline so I can yell after an interception. Yeah.
They should put him on sidelines.
Yep. I need Gino to pull out the old Gino. Nabman says, y'all stop the draft questions. Only half the season in. Grew up in Indiana, and yes, the QB is amazing, but for fuck's sakes, don't you all know we got to have an O-line first? Yeah, I agree. That's where I want us to go, but we'll trust me, we're going to have plenty of time to talk draft because I think we're going to be talking about it way before the season's fully over this year. The way we're going.
Like I said, we should talk about a draft at the second game. Shit, like, Jesus.
Yeah, the way. Yeah.
We went out there.
All right, so we're going to move on to segment 3 here because scoring is only half the battle. Now let's talk about stopping the Chiefs' offensive firepower because we all know that they're getting better, especially this week. They got Rashid Rice back. So it's the defense of the Raiders versus the Chiefs' offense. So can the Raiders slow down Mahomes and company? Key roster and coaches reference here. So we've got head coach Andy Reid. You got Chiefs QB Mahomes, Chiefs tight end Travis Kelce, and the rookie left tackle is out, Josh Simmons. So that could also help us. Okay. And then on the Raiders defensive side, obviously you have Max, but then you got Devin White too. So with that being said, now for the defense, you know exactly what's coming. You got Mahomes, Kelce, big target like Rashid Rice returning. The Raiders must defend with intensity and discipline. So, Jason, first question to you. If you're DC Patrick Graham, what's your game plan to disrupt Mahomes early? Pressure, drop 8, or something hybrid?
Okay, what's the blueprint that we used that has already been established is just get after Patrick Mahomes, hit the son of a bitch, and then make sure when you do hit him, make it count. So if you're going to sack him, sack him. If you're going to hit him, hit him. That's the only way that's the only way we can beat them. Is we got to get after his ass. Period. The end. There's no thinking outside the box of should we send 3 or drop 8 or no. If we send 3, those 3 guys better freaking hit him. They better hit him. If we send 4, they better hit him. They send 5, they better hit him. Because it don't matter. You send 2 or you send 8, he's going to find somebody open anyways. So the best thing to do is hit him, get after him, hit him. You know, I'm okay. I'm okay with the 15-yard penalty if he gets up wincing and grabbing his ribs.
Yeah,
I'm okay with it. You know, let's face it. That's how the Raiders used to do it. You know, and that's one of Max Crosby's pet peeves when he plays Patrick Mahomes. He'll even go up and touch him 5 minutes after the play just to let Patrick Mahomes know that he's playing.
Yep.
Just touch him.
Yeah, I still got back here. I haven't got you yet, but I'm here. Yeah, he does that all the time. That's his.
So that's exactly how Philadelphia beat him in the Super Bowl.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, that's how we beat him on Christmas Day 2 years ago. That's how last year we were in the game and we should have won if we weren't going to do an illegal snap of the ball or whatever.
5 sacks. We got him for 5 sacks last time we played him. 5 sacks. And the Eagles upped us one in the Super Bowl with 6.
Yeah, but how many? But okay, everybody does it. Well, he had 3 quarterback pressures. I don't care how many quarterback pressures. How many times he hit him?
You're right.
Mm-hmm. Quarterback hits. Hit him.
Yep.
That's all you got to do. Hit him. He gets rid of the. You know, especially when he rolls out or he breaks containment in the pocket and rolls out. Knock him the fuck out.
Yeah.
You know,
I even said it the other night.
He's annoying when he runs. He doesn't even
care if he gets thrown out of the game. Knock him out of the game too.
And when he runs, he looks like a ballerina. And I'm like, how does this guy outrunning people? He's just
because he looks so soft running. You scared of him. He's like that little deer. What they call those does, those dons. He's like one of those. You really want to touch him, but you don't want to touch him. You know.
I always said it. He looks like he walks and runs with a butt plug in his ass.
He looks fragile.
He's got this funny walk with his butt. Look, Chris, I got a question for you on this one.
Let me see. It's like you watching the Pee Wee guys football. You want to tackle him, but you can't because he's too small. That's what he looks like. He's like a kid. What's up?
So, Chris, I
have to wear the earbuds. But if you go on YouTube, you can watch it.
So, Devin White, supposedly he called out Kelsey for his assignment this week. So do you think that's a fire that we want or a distraction? And does Devin White really have the tools to match up with Kelsey? What's your feeling on that?
Wait, okay? We're not first part again. He calls out healthy.
Devin White has called out Kelsey. Like he wants him. He wants to be covering Kelsey as his assignment, basically. He wants that challenge of taking Kelsey out of this game and making him a non-factor is basically what he's saying.
I say called out healthy. I'm sorry. I didn't get the first part. I like it. Get in Kelsey's head.
I do too.
Devin played lights out last week. Get in his head. Because Kelsey thinks he's untouchable. Because a lot of people get intimidated by Kelsey's name, the name of Kelsey. Everybody get intimidated by him. Mm-hmm. Even White called him out. Yeah, that's what Raiders used to do in the past. They used to get out. They didn't have intermediate social media like back in the day, but they said in the paper like, quote, John Townsend said he's going to eat you for dinner, and that's what they used to do back in the day. Call them out, talk shit, get in their head. Don't make them think they're invincible. Good call, Devin White. Good fucking call.
I like it. That just shows that aggressiveness and that grit. That's what we need, in all honesty. That's what this team needs. You need an example of a player on our defense stand on the field and look right at Kelsey and go, I'm coming for you.
Yeah,
point him out. Point him out.
You.
Just like a big ass running back would do when he's back there. Look at a linebacker, go, I'm coming through you. It's a psychological game. You got to play head games. Shit talking's one thing, but you get them second guessing. I like it. I think it's a great thing.
That movie's remember the Titan? That dude pointed at the coach, and the coach looked kind of like, oh shit. It's like point him out. Put your finger in his face, like
So, Jason, I'm just reading through the chat here. Everybody's pretty much right on board with you with what you took, with your take on getting after Mahomes right away. Just put pressure on him right from the get-go. And Chris, same thing with you, too. Richard Snyder says, Devin White, good call. Anytime we call out the Chiefs or danced in the logo or something stupid, they go ham on us. Devin better be ready. Yeah, he should be. But I have faith in the kid, because he's shown it all season long. Do you guys agree?
Who's that?
With Devin White showing his tenacity and the way he's played all season for the most part.
Yeah, he's had he's had some mental lapses. I think in the Washington game. The Washington game wasn't his. He had great effort. It's just the tackling was off, and that's going to happen. Believe it or not, that's going to happen. It happened to Ray Lewis several times when he played. Where he got good hits, but he couldn't finish the tackle. It's just, you're off. I mean, it happens. Pro athletes are human too, right?
Yeah.
So, I mean, he hasn't been – Devin White's been a lot better than I thought he was going to be.
He's not a liability. I'll tell you that right now.
No, that's a good thing, because we've had too much.
Considering how we reworked the linebacker room, where I didn't want to see Spillane go either, because he had been producing for us, but seeing what we did and how we did it, obviously Jermaine Pratt, I'll say his name, I don't give a shit. Obviously Jermaine Pratt was another signing that we thought, okay, this is 3 across the board. It's going to be better than what we had before, and then now we watch Divine Diablo playing for Atlanta, and you're going, where the hell was that when you played for us? Because he's balling in Atlanta.
Yeah, it's a different scheme.
Yeah.
We play. So, like I said, the Jason, well as I do that some players play better in different schemes than other players. This scheme might not work for this one player. Go to another team, it works for him. So
sometimes it's just a matter of how you allow the player to play too.
Exactly. And then, change atmosphere, fresh faces and all that stuff. Yeah. Inspired. And plus, it's getting paid. So, getting paid a lot of money.
Yeah. And the bottom line is, and most players, you drafted me because of the way I play, and now you want to tell me I need to play a different way? That's probably not a good thing.
Right.
You've already screwed that relationship, that player relationship up Fortunately, with other players on the team, they're like, "Nah, I'll play. I'm gonna do what I got to do to. But
So
look,
look,
go ahead. I'm done. I'm
all right,
foaming at the mouth
let's
now.
shift gears with this question now with our defense. With the left tackle Simmons out for the Chiefs, does this make it a spot to exploit, or is Kansas City depth still strong enough for us to strong enough for them to withstand it? We'll go with Jason on this one first.
Didn't they insert that rookie in the left tackle to replace?
I'm not sure who's there right now for that.
Okay, whoever played left tackle last week it was a beast last week. He was absolutely manhandling the left side of that offensive line.
I'll tell you in a second. I'm looking at the.
I think it's that rookie that they drafted with the third, where they traded from the 31st to the 30. They where them and the Feagles traded one spot at the end of the draft, and it was like, why did you just give up a draft pick for one spot?
Well, all right. So Josh Simmons is the starting left tackle. The backup they have listed here is Wanya Morris. Looks like he was from 2025. Simmons is the rookie.
Okay.
Simmons was the one they drafted in the first round.
Yeah.
So he's out. So the rest of their offensive line, let's see, you got Creed Humphreys the center. He's from 21. Trey Smith's from 21. Juwan Taylor's the one they brought over from Jacksonville. Sumataya is from 2024's draft. So, yeah, it looks like their backups are Wanya Morris. I have no idea what his abilities are. I have no clue. I really wouldn't expect a lot of people to even know who he is because I have no fucking clue who that guy is. So, either way, so if they put this guy that's the number 2 guy, is this something that you think we can exploit? The right side of our defense. So with that being said, that would be Kuntz.
Yeah, it's going to be up to Kuntz and Snowden to get after him. Mm-hmm. And Tyree.
Yeah, true. Yeah, Tyree would be on that
it's
side.
Going to be a 3-man. It's going to be a 3-man rotation over there. So they're going to.
Didn't Chargers have to do the same thing? And look what happened.
What's that?
They had to replace their left tackle because he was hurt, and they put somebody else in, and they pretty much owned us. So the Chiefs
that was Pimpkins.
Yeah,
Pimpkins got hurt too.
Yeah, but the Chiefs do have depth, and Kuntz hasn't showed anything this year. Tyree Wilson
that's what makes me nervous that they're not going to be able to exploit it.
Tyree Wilson had a little bit, and Snowden a little bit, but Andy Reid is a very smart offensive coordinator. He knows his tackle is not going to be his main tackle is not going to be there. So he's going to scheme around him, get away from that to protect that side. Whether to put a tight end over there or running back somebody block if it's get exploited. So he's not going to just let it get exploited. He's going to figure a way to not allow our weak right defensive ends do anything.
Mm-hmm.
So Accelerate is saying he disagreed on the thing about Adams, right? Is that who I mentioned? No, Devin White. Because of our pass rush, but this may offset that because of Simmons being out now. It may actually work to our favor, where we can hopefully shut down Kelsey. Let's see, we're gonna make Chris smile tomorrow. Let's see. The beauty of it is we know we got to wreck their offense with reckless abandon. It will take a big play if we are full blast. We need Max to have another game like he had last week, is what it is.
Maybe even a little better.
Yeah.
Especially against this team. That Mahomes magic every goddamn time he still comes back to bite us in the ass. Moore is the left tackle now. He's pretty damn good. Is that who they put over there? Raiders got to bring the pressure and knock Mahomes on his ass, set the tone quick. Aggressive Raiders, Madden style. We play dirty. What you gonna do about it? True.
Mm-hmm.
Fuck yeah, play dirty. No, we gotta get it. We gotta get our Raiders in here.
Raiders.
I'm just trying to catch up in the chat here. Yeah, and I agree with Donuts too. Jonah Lalau needs to step up.
Could I add to that?
Yeah.
Butler, Jonah,
Mhm.
Brooks, whoever's on an interior defensive line, got to
Except
get that
Jason
push. Get up the middle and push.
Mm-hmm.
So
They keep positive. They all got to get up there and push.
they got to push.
But make Mahomes run side to side. Then you can go ahead and tee off on him.
Actually, I prefer Mahomes coming up the middle.
There's another
instead of
person.
outside.
There's another person that just step up. Evans. What was his name? Oh, I forgot his name.
Booker?
Not Booker. Linebacker. Converted City linebacker.
Oh, Adams?
Yeah, Adams. Evan Adams. What's his last name?
Jamal Adams?
Jamal. Why do I call him Edmonds? I don't know what I'm thinking about. Yeah, Jamal Adams needs to step up too. You need to get some pressure on him. That's what they need to do. If they're gonna do a blitz package, he should be the one blitzing. Or him or Devin White. They just put pressure. They need to get Mahomes out of his comfort zone. That's what they need to do on a defensive line.
How do you do that, Chris? How do you do that?
Well, like I was thinking about what you just said. Mahomes is more dangerous when he's running around the back pocket. He is more dangerous that way. So maybe just keep him in the pocket, like you said. Don't let him run around. Because he's most dangerous when he's ad-libbing and doing little toss-up plays and stuff. But yeah, you got to pressure up the middle, for one thing. And maybe blitz on the outside. Do something. But get him out of his comfort zone. Let him know that we're in the backfield with you, too. Like Max does when he touches them. Remind him. We're back here, too.
Yeah, so the way Patrick Mahomes operates is he's very efficient off script. So when he sets back 1, 2, 3, pats the ball, if the pressure starts to come outside and there's a gap in between the guard and the tackle, he's gonna exploit that hole, and then he's gonna run lateral to the line of scrimmage. Why? Because he wants to get one-on-one with a defensive player to where that defensive player either has to commit to him or the guy he's going to throw the ball to. He loves that. That's where he becomes effective.
Yeah.
So if you got a linebacker that's on Kelsey or a linebacker that's on the slot receiver on an out route, and he breaks contain on that side, you have to stay with your man. You stay with him until Mahomes gets across. If Mahomes cranks off 5, 7, 10 yards, fuck it, let him have it.
Wait, before you go too far into that's pretty much the next question that I had set up. How do we defend Rice, Kelsey, and Hollywood Brown all at the same time? Who draws the coverage assignment, and who do we trust the most back there to handle that before we go to the next segment? This is the last question in this one.
Okay, name the receivers again.
So how do we defend Rice, Kelsey, and Hollywood Brown all at once?
I'm not worried about them.
Who draws the coverage assignment we trust most?
What about
Worthy? I'm worried about Thornton and Worthy.
Mm-hmm.
You guys know who Thornton is, right? For Kansas City?
Yeah.
Brady?
Yeah.
That's him and Worthy are the ones that are. If you don't play discipline and you don't stay on top of your man and don't try and cheat, look in the backfield, those guys will scat right by your ass in a heartbeat, and Mahomes will throw it over your head.
What's up, not bueno?
Game, set, match. So you got to keep it. You got to keep your contain. You got to keep discipline. Stay on top of your man, and don't get greedy.
This is exactly what Donuts just said too. Basically, our defensive performance is going to be what allows us to win, and then that's it. It's not.
And I'm going to agree with him. And to be quite honest with you, special teams or defense is probably going to have to score some points.
I'm going to say this. I know Reed is scheming some plays for Kai Blue Kelly, because I don't think he can cover none of the receivers. Then the last two performances were pretty bad. I don't know why he's still in there. I don't know. Porter's not ready yet. Maybe he is. Maybe he's not. But you know that Kai Blue Kelly can cover these guys. The way I look at Thornton or Worthy or any of these guys, Rice, Hollywood.
I don't see him covering any of those guys, staying with them. Did you change up some? Because I don't know. I think they're going to pick on him. Mahomes going to see him and feast off of him. So they got it changed up. Put Porter in. What we got to lose?
Yeah. Yeah, that's
Well,
exactly
DeCammy
what
Richardson's going to probably have to get some reps too. They're going to run a lot of 2x2, 3x1 sets against us, and then Kelsey's going to be lined up in the slot on a 3 wide. So
What's up,
all that tunnel screen shit that they like to run, and then that go play that they like to run, where they send the receiver in motion, and then he doubles back behind the, and basically what they do is get the running back and that receiver to split out to open the middle of the field. That's how the middle of the field gets open.
Yeah.
Is when the receiver does that yo-yo route, he goes, and then he goes back the other way. And then when the ball snapped, the running back goes to the left or to the right, depending on which way that motion goes. And then those guys, they just run parallel with the line of scrimmage. So they're just the check down. And then the other two guys going out, the linebackers, they see that as eye candy. It's like, oh, I got to get out here and guard this guy. Oh, I got to go cover that guy. And then the tight end is sneaking right in the middle of the field, or you got a slant across the middle of the field, a deep slant, something at the 10 to 12 yard mark. Mm-hmm. So, I mean, I don't know. I hate to say this, but what we're going to a gunfight with a knife in our hand.
A butter knife at that.
Yeah.
I don't even think we got a knife. I think we're going with just a pair of fists.
Going with styrofoam broom.
What do they call things? Those sporks? Plastic spork.
Hey, I got a question for you. Didn't Kelly have a shitty game last week, or was it the week before? I was thinking.
It was the week before. Last week he was actually okay, but to the benefit of Calvin really getting hurt early in the game. Had Calvin really not got hurt, he would have probably just taken him to school too, like that all the other receivers have. So, yeah, Calvin really went. I think he went out in the first quarter, like after the first or second drive with a hamstring injury.
Yeah, he wasn't in the rest of the game.
So,
all right. So we're moving on to segment 4 here now.
Yeah.
So with that being said, defense matters, but rivalry games, even though we accept that it's a rivalry game, even though Pete Carroll doesn't, they hinge on the momentum. So we're now going to talk about X factors and special teams. All right. So the team's intangibles, we're going to focus on the little things that swing big games. So like the key references here is basically X factor wise. You're talking the edge rush by Max Crosby, the Chiefs returning kick game with Butker as their kicker, who's just been on fire this year. And our head coach, Pete Carroll, so rivalry week, it's about emotion, turnover, special teams, field position. There's gaps where we as the Raiders need to win. All right. So, Chris, my first question is for you. Who's your X factor for the Raiders that gets overlooked on offense, defense, or special teams? One player that you think gets overlooked that could be an X factor.
I'm still gonna stick with Besh. I think he's gonna do something in this game to change things around. I mean, he looked good last week. He looked good. He ran some good routes, made some good catches, some tough catches, and the kid is tough. He don't like to get tackled. I think he's an X factor. Since Jacoby might or might not play, I think he has to step it up. That's my X factor, Besh, on the offense. You want one player on each or just the whole thing? I'll tell you, it's one thing I take Jack Besh. He has to step it up. Yeah, Besh.
Okay. All right. Jason, his question was about the Raiders. Your question for the Chiefs, who might give them the edge that we're not talking enough about? Like
Spagnuolo versus Kelly. Chip Kelly.
Who?
Their defensive coordinator versus our offensive coordinator.
Okay.
Simple as that. No, it just
So you basically feel like Spagnuolo is that big of an X factor for them.
Yeah, I think so, and it's just going to be a collective at every level on the defensive side of the ball, from their defensive line to their linebackers. Bolton and Karlaftis are as healthy as they've been at any time this time of year. Those guys are they're gonna make it difficult for us to get Genty going. Jones, Karlaftis, Bolton. They're going to make it difficult. McDuffie on the back end still is hands down probably a top 5, top 10 corner in this league, or defensive back in this league. So when it comes down to it, it really is their coaching and their scheme and how they put their players in the right position is going to be the X factor. No ifs, ands, or buts about it. Now, Chip Kelly I'm going to flip over to the Raider side. I'm not going to steal any thunder from Chris. I just want to say it because it kind of correlates with what I'm talking about. Is Chip Kelly has to kind of think outside the box a little bit. Remember earlier I said we probably got to run some outside zone, right? Get outside. Run some tight end smash and pull that guard. Get the guard out in open space, one-on-one against a linebacker or a defensive back with Genty following him. A swing pass. Get that swing pass. And don't telegraph the swing pass, because most of the time Geno telegraphs that swing pass. And that's why you already see the defensive back coming out. You already know he's going to make the play before he even lets go of the ball. So you got to be a little bit more disciplined in that. Don't telegraph your swing passes or your wheel routes or whatever you're going to do with Genty to get him involved in the passing game. But the X factor for Kansas City, I'm not going to name a specific person, but I am going to name a specific person. It's going to be Spagnuolo with his group and how he schemes up against Chip Kelly. And I guarantee you he's already watched the film and he goes, you know what? This is kind of going to be like a bye week, guys, just so you know. Because his shit is easy to dissect.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
It is easy to dissect. And,
well, we don't make it any tougher or any easier either with such a porous offensive line, so that helps too. So
if we have to run a triple flea flicker to Kappa, so no, we've already tried it once.
Jason, please.
Fuck that cute shit.
Gotta get you guys fucking pissed off for a minute. So wake up over there.
With this being said, special teams. So basically, it's Carlson versus Butker. Return coverage, fake punts. How big is this? Do you think is deciding this game? The matchup between the two kickers, and then the special teams itself and return coverage. Because we haven't been the best on return coverage. Last week was the best we've seen so far this year, if you ask me. Mm-hmm. Because a couple of weeks ago we were horrible against the Colts. It was pathetic. So we'll start with Chris. How big do you think this is a factor in this game?
This is the main factor. You're gonna give a kickoff to the Chiefs and they're gonna be at the 50-yard line each time to kick the ball off or punt. No, you give them half the field. They have to do better on special teams. They punt inside the 10 or inside the 20, great. Or they kick off, they can stop them. Because like I said, the coach ran back a touchdown on us. Well, for a holding call, phantom holding call, I looked at the play again. It don't like a hold to me, but they called it, thank goodness, but it didn't make a difference anyway. Mm-hmm. It'll be another touchdown. Then scored him by 52 to wherever he had, 13 or whatever. But yeah, special teams, like I said, there's three. People always think about offense and defense. The third most important part of the thing is special teams. That special teams helps the defense out on the punts, and it helps the offense on the kickoffs. When we get the ball.
Yeah.
It helps both sides. We can get short the field or we can make the field long for their defense. So they got to stay focused on special teams. Make sure they kick off. Make sure the guy, you see the ball at the 5-yard line, he's running up to the 45 of our side. And that's what we know to do.
Accelerators, right? It's weird how we Raider fans think. Most fans think they don't have a chance, but get more confident closer to the game. Raider Nation starts out with confidence, then loses it by game day.
Yeah, exactly.
I don't know. I've kind of shifted from the start of the week because at the start of the week, I was like, we're just going to get absolutely smoked. But then when you start think of it a little bit more analytically, you're like, might not be as bad as we think. I still like to think we're going to win, but it's going to be a tough one. You know, it all depends on how much pressure we get on Mahomes, plain and simple. That's exactly what it comes down to. There's nothing else, to be honest with you.
And also it depends if the referee's on the Chiefs' payrolls.
Well, yeah, definitely on that. The accelerator says if we get a special teams touchdowns, we may have a chance at winning this game. Absolutely. We haven't seen one yet.
Not even close.
No. How'd you know? I'll be proud if we lose by less than 10. Yeah. All right,
well, we're 11.5 underdogs, so that'll help your bets.
So, as far as intangibles, are we seeing maturity in this Raiders team, or we still see a do you still think we're chasing that identity? And what's the message that you think Pete Carroll should be giving them, you know, before this game tomorrow? Like, if they're having a meeting tonight, like, what do you think the message is that he's giving them? And then after this, we're going to be going into predictions. So everybody get your predictions ready. Don't put them out there yet, but go ahead.
An accelerator, your 105 to 20 doesn't count. Hey, Chris, go ahead with the intangibles if you're ready.
Go ahead. That's fine. Go ahead.
Some of the intangibles, are we seeing maturity in this Raiders team or not? I'd like to say yes, but it's hard because the people that we expect the growth out of, some of our mid to older veterans, we're not seeing it, but yet the youth is trying the best that they can. The younger guys are trying the best that they can. The Genties, the JPJs, even Palomalo, even though he's trying, you know what I mean? Because I think we might have bit off more than we can chew with that young kid. Love him, but I think we bit off more than we can chew with him. What is Pete Carroll saying? What is the message that Pete Carroll should give on Friday night? Don't carry the burden of our colors and our shield into this game. It's not your burden today. Okay? Take your asses out on the field and play like NFL football players no matter what. And give it, you know how to play. You guys know how to play the game. Your guys' athleticism and ability is equal to them. You know, it's just like when you guys were younger in high school, we're going against this team. Hey, they got to put their pants on one leg at a time, just like what we do. Okay.
So I jump up both on at the same time.
I frown at watching you jump. I would frown. I'd be like, oh, that didn't look great. But anyways,
that would hurt something.
Or somebody. But back on topic here, Pete Carroll's message is, it should be, and like I said, don't carry the burden of the Raiders shield into this game thinking that you have to prove something because you're a Raider. Okay, because then you're going to overthink it, you're going to overplay it, and you're going to disappoint yourselves. Okay, make it about you, the men in this room today. The men in this room that are going to go out into that field in the next 5 minutes. Okay. It is you guys that are going to do that. It's not going to be Marcus Allen. It's not going to be Kenny Stabler or Jim Plunkett or any of those guys coming through that door to put the uniform on to help you. You have to do it. Simple as that. Go out, have fun, pay attention to stay disciplined, play football. It's just football. All it is football. Don't overthink it. And when the chips are down, come back to the next play. That's all you got to do. It's always the next play. The next play is the best play.
Yeah, good point. Now, the other part of the question, Jeff, the identity. They haven't established the identity yet. We don't know what they don't know what they are just yet. I know sometimes it takes teams a little time to develop an identity because you know what the Chiefs are. You know what the Eagles are. You know the Cowboys are. You know these teams, you know what they are. 1 week you look like this, the next week look like that.
we're like what's that that girl has 17 personalities. We're civil.
What's up, Ray?
We have so many personalities that they change. We don't have a set identity, you know. So I don't know if Pete Carroll's is trying to establish that with these guys or not. But right now, who are the Raiders? Who are we right now? This team today. What are we? Are we a good defensive team? Are we tenacious? Are we a fast-paced offense? What are we? Because we don't establish anything now. That's what you need to start doing. And like as Jason said about the burden, yeah, don't make it about yourself. Make it about the team, not the shield, but the team. Y'all play football back in the day. Pop Warner, it was all about Pop Warner. You probably a little different because you want to showcase from your parents. But when you play team sports, it's not about you what you get. It's about you and the team what we do. And that's got to be the focal point of this team. And I am done.
All right. Well, with that being said, before we roll into predictions, now everybody in the chat, go ahead and put your predictions in. A couple little housekeeping things here first. First of all, make sure you guys get everybody's channel that's on the panel. You got Chris for Raiders podcast. You've got Raiders First Downs, which is Jason Downs' channel. I'm 401 Raider Jeff. Make sure you get each channel. Hit that subscription. Hit the bell for the notifications. Give us the thumbs up on the shows. That helps a lot with the algorithm. And we're going to be bringing in someone else with us right now. We're going to bring in James from the military chapter. We're going to get him in on the predictions. And then we're going to play a little game. We're going to play a little trivia game. Chat's going to be involved.
That's unusual. That's unusual. I mean, we bring special guests on a Saturday show. Is James special?
Well, he's got a message that he wants to promote for a event tomorrow with him and the Predator. So I'm going to bring him on now with us.
I'm good.
There's James.
The special guest nobody fucking asked for in the building.
All right, calm down now. Calm down.
This is a peaceful show, James.
Yes. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to ask in order from left to right. We're going to start with Chris. I need your final score prediction. And give me your MVP pick for the Raiders.
Okay. You want to get a final score prediction as a Raider fan or as a football fan?
Just pick a goddamn score.
Just be right for once, would you?
Yeah. Pick the right score.
Okay, I'm gonna go with Celebrate 102-30. No. I would say be 27-13. Chiefs gonna win that game. I don't like how he's saying it, but that's what it looks like to me.
That it?
I'm going 30-21 Raiders, and MVP is going to be. Ooh. Shit. I didn't even think this one through.
If we score 31 points, Geno Smith has to be the MVP.
Yeah, pretty much.
That's the only way we're going to score 31 points.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to go with Devin White because he shuts down Kelsey. I think he's going to stick by his word. I'm going Devin White.
Damn lottery ticket. That lottery
30-21 Raiders win. Devin White's my MVP. Jason, you're up.
All right. You want my prediction or you want my MVP? Let's see. Well, since it's my
prediction and MVP, how hard is this question?
It's not hard. It's not hard at all. It's not hard at all. The most valuable player of this game is one of three people, but I'm going to pick one person in particular.
Fucking Jack Kent is on the show.
I know. I said Jack Kent is back,
and it's not. It's going to be Adam Butler is going to be our MVP.
Ooh, I would like that.
Now, in the score and the win or the loss,
I predict we will lose 31-10.
That's worse than mine.
Wow.
At least I got 2 field goals out of it.
Okay. All right, James.
And we get
MVP,
defensive.
MVP and the prediction for the score, and if we win or lose.
I think the Raiders win. I don't think we win by much. I'm gonna go with the score. We win 24-22. I think we hit it. We knock out a chip shot last minute. We redeem ourselves from that prime game on Black Friday when we didn't get the chip shot due to the fumble. And I think our MVP is going to be Ashton Genty. I think Ashton Genty is going to have 130 plus rushing yards.
Wow.
Wow.
Bold.
I didn't get my MVP, but
It's a good prediction on Genty because Kansas City's run defenses isn't really all that good.
yeah, I was gonna pick Genty. I didn't pick mine. I was gonna pick Genty too as MVP. We would lose, but I'll pick Genty.
I'm trying to
yards.
It's easy to pick Crosby and Bowers and Genty all the time. Got to think outside the box a little bit.
But I'll go with that. All right. So we're going to look and see what the chat says. Raider Nation Jason says 31-24 Raiders. Accelerators 30-27 Chiefs. I'm Not Bueno says 24-23 Raiders. Mazed says 45-10 KC. He's obviously not a Raiders fan. Marcus Banks 27 Raiders, 24 Chiefs. Raiders win. Geo 20-19 Raiders.
Damn.
Get off my damn turf. Yeah. Let's see. Right now, our identity is underachievers. Geo says MVP Crosby. Accelerator says Moser is our MVP. Tanner Jack, what's up, brother? How you doing?
What's up, Jack?
Is Maya going to play? I don't know. They've got him listed as questionable. I'm willing to bet he doesn't play because I think something's going to happen during the bye week where he gets traded away. And they're not going to put him out there if he's possibly injured. They don't want him to be any more damaged goods than he already is.
I don't even think he's injured. I think he's just they got to list something.
He's trying to get out of there. He want more money. Huh? He's trying to get out. So he's taking his. I don't know he's taking it, but you know.
I call bullshit on the injury.
Let's see.
I'll double that bullshit.
Frank Weber says 27-17 us. Let's see. James, how's your arm? I'm Not Bueno says MVP Shedrick Jackson. Ooh.
That would be cool, Bueno. That would be cool.
Yeah, that would be great. Good call, Bueno. That would be cool, man.
Yeah, that would be cool.
Because Chiefs haven't seen him yet, really preseason, but they haven't seen him on the field. They haven't scouted him yet.
Yeah.
So he might be that X factor.
Someone else I expect tomorrow, I think, is going to get a lot of touches. I think we're going to see a lot of Michael Mayer tomorrow.
They're gonna have to. He's probably gonna be upwards of 10 targets tomorrow.
Yeah. I think we should expect a minimum of at least 5 receptions from Michael Mayer tomorrow.
Yeah, Ian Thompson just step up too, and I think Jack Best should get a lot more touches too tomorrow.
All right, so now we're gonna move on to the little bit of a game we've got. Okay.
Here we go.
And then we're gonna give James his due. Let him talk about what he's got coming up tomorrow. But we're going to play a little Raider trivia. So the way this is going to work is it's basically, who am I? So I'm going to give you there's 5 questions in order for you to figure out who the player is based on those questions I'm going to ask. Okay? So the first question for who am I? Round 1 is 10 rounds. First question, drafted in 1977 and played his entire career with the Raiders. If nobody guesses it, we're going to move on. Second question, famous for stickum use until it was banned.
I knew it, Lester Hayes.
Yeah.
Yep. Lester Hayes.
I know it.
Jason wins that one. Round 2, who am I? Drafted in the 4th round of 1972 out of Colorado.
Cliff Branch.
Yep. God damn it. Round 3, who am I? Drafted in the 12th round, 1977 from USC.
That can be all these damn picks. Jesus Christ.
Second question. Only player with 3 interceptions in a Super Bowl.
Rod Martin.
Yeah. Damn it, Chris. I thought you would have gotten
Yeah.
that one.
Man, I told you I was never good at trivia games, man. I can't think. It takes me a lot to think.
Round 4. Who am I? Oh, this is too easy.
Jim Plunkett.
Nope. Member of the 1970 Ohio State National Championship team.
Jack Tatum.
God damn it.
Yeah, Jason's pretty good at this.
Well, let me just put it this way. These are the way these questions were started. The first question should have been known as the assassin. So I went to the number 3 question right away. The number 2 question was drafted by Oakland in the first round of the 71 draft. Known for the hit on Darryl Stingley and author of They Call Me Assassin. Those questions were kind of easy. All right, next question. Round 5. Who am I? Drafted by the Patriots in 1987, but never played for them.
Oh, that's a good one. That is a good one. Somebody's Googling. Who the fuck's Googling?
I
I respond to a
Hey,
text.
James.
I'm responding to a
It's
text.
Yeah, okay. I can see a whole screen flashing in front of your face.
I can
why
hear the
use
keyboard. I can hear the
background.
keyboard.
Yeah, I got an Apple MacBook, man.
It don't matter.
Second question. I signed with the Raiders. I signed with the Raiders in 1999 at age 34.
Age 34.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see. Drafted by the Patriots, played for the Eagles, the Saints, and then the Raiders.
Jerry Rice?
Now,
No, Jerry Rice.
I threw for 4,689 yards in one season.
Signed in 1999. Yeah. That would be who? Ron Cannon?
What hospital? No, that's in New
Cool
York.
Kev got it before you guys. What's up, Cool Kev? Comes
Who
in
was
to
it?
answer the question. Good man. Rich Gannon. If
Ron
would've
Cannon.
asked-
I had it right. Ron Cannon was the guy.
No. If I would have asked the number 3 question, I skipped the number 4. Number 3 was NFL MVP in 2002 and led the Raiders to a Super Bowl.
Jeff George.
Jeff George.
Times it. All right.
Let's see. What's up, Bishop? How you doing, brother? Welcome to the show. We're doing some trivia here. So it's open to the chat, too. So we're on question number 6. Who am I? I was a first-round pick in 1993 out of Washington.
Napoleon Kaufman.
Nope.
Oh shit.
First round pick, 1993 out of Washington. Didn't start his career with the Raiders.
What gallery?
Second question.
Robert Gallery.
I was a 3-time Pro Bowl selection from 2000 to 2002.
That would be Lincoln Kennedy.
Yes, it is.
Shit.
Joined the Raiders in 1996 via a trade from the Falcons. Started in 121 games at right tackle, and now a Raiders radio color commentator, which he isn't anymore.
Hey, Jeff. Where are
Yes.
the trivia questions from when I was actually born, man?
Well, again, this was geared towards the people on the show. Remember.
My memory's fading, man. I don't go that far back anymore.
Round 7. Who am I? I was a first-round pick in 2003 from Cal.
I'm not going to answer this one.
Justin Fargas.
Justin Fargas.
2003. Justin Fargas went to USC.
I was a 4-time All-Pro, 3-time Pro Bowl cornerback.
I'm not going to answer this. I already know the answer. You guys
Yeah,
go.
you're not in. You're shut down. Cool
Yeah,
Kev
in
got
fact,
it.
I'm the awesome one.
I'm sure. Well,
Yeah, Cool Kev got it before you guys. Now I'm the awesome one. He allowed only 13 receptions in 2006 on 61 targets. He wore number 20. He wore number 21, shut down half the field, and later became a film producer and actor.
As soon as you said corner, I knew who you were talking about.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah.
There you go. Round 8. Who am I? Led the NFL in receptions twice in 1983 and 1986. Yeah, Kev's on a roll.
Tim Brown?
James. Nope.
Oh no, he's in fucking 2000s. Fucking
I'm a 5-time Pro Bowler, 2-time Super Bowl champion. Jason, you know this already?
Yeah, James Lofton.
Yeah, that's what I
Frank
said.
Weber got it.
James Lofton.
I'm not even. I don't have the chat up, so I don't.
Todd
I'm watching.
Christensen. He got it right. Frank Weber got it right. Drafted by the Cowboys as a fullback in 1978, converted to tight end with the Raiders. Quoted poetry in interviews.
He was fun. His interviews were epic. He wasn't
awesome.
odd. He was just very. He was
intelligent, extremely intelligent.
Yeah. He just was, he was
much to the point where you didn't expect that he was a football player. That's how intelligent he was. Like you'd be like, this guy's a fucking football player, and it's a shame that he died so young too, man.
Yeah,
that sucks.
He was 47 years old when he died. 48.
Something like that. All right, round 9. Who am I? Let's see. Oh, these questions are not. These are too easy.
Yeah, for you guys, my memory's bad.
One of the last Al Davis first-round picks, still active into the 2010s.
One of Al Davis's first-round picks.
Mm-hmm.
McFadden?
Nope.
No.
Played in 268 games, most in Raiders history.
Oh, that would be the Polish cannon, lefty, Janikowski.
Yep. Drafted 17th overall in 2000, Poland-born. Known for his huge leg and 63-yard field goal in 2011. Left-footed kicker named Seabass. So any one of those would have given that away. Round 10. All right, James, this is a current one. You ready?
Come on, James. You got to school the old guys now.
Drafted in the 5th round in 2019 by the Raiders.
Okay. That's Crosby, no?
In the 5th round.
Fuck.
Released by the Raiders in 2024 after 5 seasons.
Oh, it's Josh Jacobs.
Nope.
No.
Josh Jacobs was before that.
At least way before that.
Fucking 5th round.
Said it either, huh? No.
Who the fuck did we draft in the 5th round?
Oh, give me one that's in my era.
I'm kind of stumped on this. What school did he go to?
See, that'll give it away now. So now I got to switch questions. Fuck, man. The other 3 questions are going to give it away.
James needs a point. Come on now.
Walk on at Clemson caught 2 national championship touchdowns.
Oh, Renfro.
Yep. Hunter Renfro.
The 2024 should have been was in the NFL till 2024 was a giveaway.
I can pull up a couple more. Do you want me to do a couple more? Or are you guys good?
Not really. I gotta go in a minute. I gotta go.
Well, you can leave.
I am gonna leave. So anyway, hey you guys, and James. Hey, thanks for popping by. I gotta get out of here. I gotta go cook. You guys have a good show. The rest of the show. And we'll see you later, guys.
Thanks, Chris. Love you, brother.
I'm gonna try to later on Friday this coming week, hopefully, so we can chat up some more.
All right.
Okay.
All right. I'll see you guys tomorrow morning with me, Rainish Jason, at 8:30 a.m. Pacific time.
Mm-hmm.
We're going to do a pregame show. Jason's still in the chat. So I'll see you tomorrow morning, and we'll see if the Raiders can pull this victory out.
We'll see you
I'll be
guys later.
driving up to my watch party, so I won't be watching that. Fortunately, sorry.
That's fine. That's fine. You know, watch anyway. You were at home. Bye, guys.
Later, buddy.
Yep.
Good show tonight. All right, everybody. So, James is here to talk about an event that he's got going on tomorrow. So I'm going to bring it up on the screen here. Go ahead, James. It's all yours.
All right, everybody. So anybody that's in Texas, more of the Southwest area, or if you're in Mexico and you're someone looking to come into, you have the ability to come in to the United States, we have this event here going down in El Paso. The Los Rudos are putting on an event tomorrow morning, like a Halloween style event. They're supposed to do raffles. I think they're raffling. Might be raffling a jersey of some sort, and maybe some other things as well. But we got a couple people coming in. We got a couple super fans. A lot of people that watch Jeff's channel. I'm sure you guys know who Predator is. Sorry, he's the Sergeant at Arms for the Black Holes Albuquerque, New Mexico chapter. So I've heard that he's already driven down here, and he will be in attendance tomorrow. And I will be going to tomorrow with him to, help support, talk about the black hole, and yeah, it's gonna be a fun time. So if you guys aren't doing anything, you guys know anyone that's in this area, maybe in this part of Texas, that's looking for something to do tomorrow, or have anything going on, feel free to come on by. I'm not sure if they have. I would assume they have food and stuff here. I haven't been to this venue, so I'm not completely sure off the top of my head. But yeah, it's just going to be a good time. So anyone looking to come watch the game, this is another place where you can come if you're in the El Paso, Texas area. Surrounding cities would be Las Cruces, New Mexico, Butterfield, Texas, Grand Prairie, Anthony, New Mexico, any of those places. If you guys want to come down and kick it with some Raider fans and maybe come talk to me and Predator about the black hole. If you guys are looking to become members of the black hole, we'll be there and we'll have all the information there for you if you'd like to go, if you're interested in that kind of thing.
What's the name of the location?
The name of it is Brew Sports Bar and Grill, I think. It's on the west side of El Paso.
Brew, not Bruce.
Yeah.
Brew.
Yeah.
Address is on the thing there. Yeah, I don't. All right.
Well, I'll tell you right now all about brews, seeing as though James doesn't know. It is an actual sports bar, so they do have a full bar, full menu. Just to give you an idea on some of the stuff they have on draft, if anybody's going, they got Bud Light, Coors, Michelob, Miller Lite, Shine. They got IPAs. They've got Guinness. They've got lagers. They got ciders. They got blondes. They got wheats. They have Modelo. Let's see. And a lot of Mexican food in here too.
It's
so
Texas.
Yeah, so they've got a full. Oh yeah, dude, it's a full-on Mexican menu in this place. Holy crap!
It's Texas.
Yeah,
Texas has its own. It's Tex-Mex.
Tex-Mex. What? Sorry.
Yeah.
He should know.
You know what? So the kind of Mexican food that's over here on my part of Texas, we're very close to the Mexican border. So believe it or not, the Mexican food here, it's not really Tex-Mex, but it's very different from, let's say, the Mexican food in California, where I'm originally from. I would say here the Mexican food, in El Paso, and just this, because we're basically in the armpit of Texas. It's next to Mexico, essentially. Mm-hmm. And I would say the Mexican food here is more geared towards the spice and the sauce of things.
Mm-hmm.
Lots of sauce and spices.
So, Gio, do you live down that way? Because Gio basically just said it's more Mexican, not so much Tex-Mex also.
Where you're at down in El
If
Paso.
you live in that area, man, go there and watch the game with the crew that's going to be there. You get to meet James in person. You get to meet the Predator. There'll be a few other super fans there, plus actual Raider fans.
Look at his next messages. Look at his next message.
He said best Mexican food in Texas. So yeah, Gio, if you live closer to oh, you lived in El Paso. Okay, I don't know if you were still there.
Well,
or not.
if he was military, he probably used to be stationed at Fort Bliss like I was. Because we have the Fort Bliss is over here. It's like it's like one of the biggest military installations in the United States.
No, Tex-Mex is not better than California Mexican food.
No.
I don't know, man. People come to Rhode Island for the Mexican food, so
Yeah, I'm sure they do. That's where I'm going to get me a burrito. I'm going to Rhode Island, Providence.
While James is still here and we're doing that promotion, I just need to bring up where is it? Come on. Give me a second here so I can find it because I told him I would do it. Yes, here it is.
Oh, that's another one.
I'm going to bring it up on my end so I can see it bigger here. All right. So anybody that's in the Sacramento area tomorrow, come join the TBH Reno, Lovelock, Nevada, the Bay Area chapters as we travel to the TBH Sacramento chapter to support their watch party. Former running back Vance Mueller will be in the house. DJ Real About It will be spinning the music while they're there. So it starts tomorrow, kickoff at 10 a.m. I was told specifically on Tuesday nights, Most Notorious Podcast, be there early because it will fill up.
Yep.
And if you're not there early enough, you won't get a seat inside. You'll have to be outside. But it's shenanigans at 7431 Madison Ave in Citrus Heights, California. So in the kitchen is Momo's barbecue, snacks and drinks, big screen action, fun vibes, raffles, and the Raiders versus Chiefs game tomorrow. So hopefully we see a win. Go there if you guys are in the area. Enjoy the game with Raider fans. Be able to enjoy a win, hopefully, and if not a win, at least if we lose, you won't be alone in your misery with the game if we end up losing that game. So just a friendly reminder for anybody that's in the Sacramento area.
Yeah.
Make sure you just check it out.
And this is straight from their chapter president's mouth.
Yep.
They're not reserving no tables.
No. So
first come, first serve. So be there, have your people there with you, or at least have half your people with there and, grab your table and stuff. There's not going to be – I don't think your complaints are going to be heard if you don't get a seat because you showed up late.
You know what? I just realized I never made –
You never made a flyer for your event, did you, Jeff?
I didn't. Oh, my God. I just realized I never made one. I thought I did.
Get to work, Jeff.
Come on, a little late now. I'm just looking through my saved files. I didn't.
That's where you go into one of your old ones and just change the name to Chiefs.
Big time this week. Oh shit! Did I screw that one up? Well, that's all right. I'm going to bring this one up anyway. So just pop this up on the screen real quick here. Frank, Jeff's podcast always makes me hungry. So this is a raffle that we are having. It's a wall hanging. Football's most notorious fans. We wear pink. It's for breast cancer awareness. It's 11.5 inches round. Tickets are $5 each. It's open to anybody and everybody. All proceeds will be donated to a breast cancer research foundation here in the New England area. We just haven't picked which one yet. You don't have to be present to win it. If somebody wins it outside of the New England area, we will pay to ship it to you. The drawing will be at the halftime of the Raiders-Jaguars game on November 2nd, 2025. So you have until that game to purchase a ticket. That phone number right there, 401-660-6481. That's my wife's phone number. Text her. She will get you the information as far as the Venmo or whatever, because what she will do is she will write your ticket out, take a picture of it, send it to you so you have proof of the number, and we put your name and everything into the other ticket into a bucket for a drawing. So,
Hey, Jeff.
yes.
Can I I don't know if you saw this. Can I read this update? We just got a update from Adam Schefter about the Raiders tomorrow.
Go ahead.
Okay. So this report from Adam Schefter just came across. Raiders tight end Brock Bowers is officially listed as doubtful for Sunday's game due to his knee injury and is not expected to play versus the Chiefs per source. The Raiders' bye is next week, and Bowers will have a good chance to return after the bye. Raiders wide receiver Jacoby Myers is officially listed as questionable for Sunday due to a knee and toe injury. Will work out pregame to determine whether he can play against the Chiefs or not, per Adam Schefter.
So you didn't watch the show before you came on then, right?
Yeah, I think
No.
that was about an hour and a half ago. We got that.
Yeah, about an hour and a half ago we mentioned the same exact thing.
No, well, I got a text.
It's all right. So say your piece. You want to talk about last week's game? I know you had plenty.
Okay.
You had a set reason other than the promo to come in here. So
Well, mostly it was because of the promo, but I ain't gonna lie, chat. I get pretty excited to watch the Raiders play. But usually I'm pretty excited around this week because I'm like, okay, we still have a chance. But this year, it just feels like it is just the strangest thing. Like, I feel like I was the most excited during the offseason, and I feel like this is just the least enthusiastic I've been during a season just in general. I mean, it's just tough, man. We're in a tough spot where I just feel like our wins they still feel like losses. It just feels like we win, but it's just so like some of our 2 wins are just so god awful ugly. It's just like you're like, fuck, man. Like it's just hard for you to get excited afterwards, And I'm like the kind of guy, like, NFL Sunday comes up, I'm up by like 6 a.m, getting my son ready to go and stuff because I know it takes him a little bit. And just so I have time to sit on my ass and watch like Sunday NFL Countdown before the game even starts. You know what I mean? So it's just real hard. I feel like I feel like we have a great chance and reason that we can win tomorrow. But sometimes we start playing well. We come out the gate well, and then halftime comes and we might go into halftime up. And it's hard not to have that anxiety of when we go into halftime and we have a lead. It's hard not to sit there all at halftime going, how are we going to fuck this up today? You know what I mean? Like what's gonna happen to us? It's almost like I would rather see us losing at halftime, so that way when we start winning, I wasn't expecting it, and I feel like I could sleep better at night. It's just tough, man, and we really got to get Ashton Genty going. I'm just really concerned about the offensive line and Geno Smith. I mean, I think quite literally, I think my favorite sports parlay bet right now might be Geno Smith over 0.5 interceptions a game right now. Guaranteed. I think that might be the best parlay bet in all of football right now, if I'm being completely honest. I mean, it's bad, man. And I'm hoping Geno can have a get-right game. I'm really worried about Meredith and Parham tomorrow with Chris Jones and on the field. Those two just both really concern me as far as keeping Chris Jones out of there. And then that doesn't even account for some of the blitzes that are dialed up by their defensive coordinator on the Chiefs side of the ball. So, tomorrow's just going to be a long day in the trenches. I'm just hoping that we can sustain well enough for Geno to get the ball out. I hope Geno Smith can put the ball out past the 10-yard line. He only threw like one pass over 10 yards or 2 passes. I think one of them was the one that got intercepted. So, it's just been really tough with Geno. I expect to see Ashton Jeanty just get the ball a lot. I think as long as our defense can hold the Chiefs to an extent, I think we will be okay. Just the problem that happens with our defense is not necessarily our defense's fault, but I think the problem that happens to our defense just gets so worn out, man, by having to constantly come on the field from the constant 3 and outs and the short drives. And, and then a lot of us, a lot of our fans, we start getting pissed off at the defense. Like the defense isn't playing like freaking 70% of the game because the offense is only on the field about 25% of the time. You know what I mean? Like that, and I think that's just where we get in a rough territory when our defense is just out there so freaking much that's just, they're taking all this extra punishment just because they don't have the opportunity to have the rest and stuff, and they're just constantly going at it. I think that's where we get kind of into the uncharted territory. And, like I said, I hope early we can just get the run game established and keep it established, because if we get into that just 1, 2, 3 pass plays, medium, small pass play, medium pass play, small pass play kind of game, I just think it's going to be a real ugly game. What do you guys think?
Medium?
Yeah. I almost said medium. Yeah.
James, how long you been a Raider fan, James?
I was born in 98, 27 now. I'd say I probably started watching. I'd say I probably caught on
2005,
probably when I was like 4 or 5, which was around the time when we got destroyed by the Bucs in the Super Bowl. I think that I recall that was probably one of my first big games I watched.
So for you being a Raiders fan in the time frame that you have been, it's been tough. There's no two ways about it. You haven't seen much good in those years.
Yeah. Growing up as a kid, I don't
know how some Raider fans that are fairly young like yourself that have been able to maintain that, willingness to stay with the team. Jason and I have excuse, and Chris, because we've seen all 3 Super Bowls. Chris all won in person. We've seen the 3 Super Bowl wins. We've known the good, the really good, and we've known the bad. So we're kind of balanced out. But somebody like yourself that's your age, like my son's 30, he's never experienced a good season, so it's really tough. Well, I mean, he was older when we were in the Super Bowl. So, I mean, that was like one of our best couple of years, that time frame, so he's never really gotten to experience, a good team on the field, so I don't know how some young fans do it, to be honest with you. And I give you all the credit in the world for sticking with it, because it's not easy. It's not easy for me. I know that.
It's hard to say this to you, trying to give you fatherly advice, because you're like 2 years younger than my daughter. So
yeah,
I can give you fatherly advice. Just there comes a point in time where you have to develop patience.
Oh, I'd kick his ass, Accelerator.
Whose ass?
No, it's something Accelerator said in the chat. He goes, if I ran into Chief Jeff instead of me being Raider Jeff, then mine.
So the advice that I could give you is, one, be patient and allow the team. At some point, you're going to start to see the team stack wins. Okay, and as we stack the wins, how are we winning? That's going to rejuvenate that thirst in you as to, okay, we're turning the corner. There's no identity right now with this team. Jeff can attest to it. There's no identity to believe it or not, the last 3 years as a Raider fan are highly unusual what we've experienced in our lifetime with this organization.
Coach.
As to, because we've seen down years, Jeff, right? We've seen down years, but we still had really good players, and we had really good outlook, where the next year we actually rebounded, and we weren't like Super Bowl bound, but we rebounded to the point where, when we played people, they respected us. We still had respect. this last 3 years since the Josh McDaniels experiment, that threw this whole fucking franchise off the rails. And we're still in a rebuild. We need to tear this team apart and rebuild. What the hell you mean? Guess what we get to do next year? We have to sign 26 more players again next year. There's 26 players on this roster that are going to go out of contract at the end of the year. That continuity alone, losing that continuity and not replenishing with the draft or good franchise or good free agent signings is going to make it very, very difficult. Now, we have to have our faith in Spytech. Everybody's jumping on Spytech about this past draft. I'm going to tell you right now, after the second round of this past draft, he was just gunning from what he could try and put together. Because his draft board, the way he said his draft board was totally off the whim, and it was from a completely different scouting crew. Now he has his scouts, he has his player personnel guys in place. He's got Brian Hunt now that we got from Philadelphia. That's a really up and coming executive in this league, and so let them start doing their thing. Now we should have done this, or we should have traded for that. This roster is not ready for those splash moves. Okay, we still have to. I truly think we're only one offensive lineman away from making our offensive line respectable, to where we can go out and do something, and actually be a bully, I guess, as you could say. It's just one player, I think, will make that big of a difference in this offensive line. But getting back to you, James, just be patient, man, because as much as everybody wants to bag on Mark Davis, he wants to win. Every owner wants to win.
Oh, God,
he wants to win. And he has more on the line for him because he has a reputation he has to live up to. And if he doesn't live up to that reputation, he's going to be a failure. He's failing miserably right now, and he doesn't like it. And he knows that. So now that's why he's got, he sells a piece to Tom Brady. I got to get, he'll tell you, he'll look you as a Raider fan in the face and say, I've got to do better for you. And that's what I'm trying to do. And he's been trying to do it ever since he hired Reggie McKenzie, Dennis Allen. His objective was get football people in the building that know football to run the football and make our football team a football team.
Let me just hit these chats up here. So, Coach, what's up, Coach? How you doing tonight? He says, Jeff, there's literally no other sports team that evokes what the Raiders evoke on image, persona alone. Yes, there are other teams that win, but the Raiders, but what the Raiders are can't be found in any other team. No, and you're absolutely correct too. Gio says, James, you were shitting your diapers when the Raiders were winning. Then you became potty trained. The Raiders have been shitting theirs ever since. Coach, I just got into a discussion with someone about the new UFL teams that were added, and I was pissed because they lack any kind of grit and menace. Louisville Kings, Columbus Aviators, Orlando Storm. Shake my head. So for young fans like James and I, there is no choice. No, and I get it,
But I was born a Raider fan. My dad made me a Raider fan.
Yeah.
So, you know what I mean? And so that allegiance, I carry that allegiance and with me every day.
So
every day that I walk, it's my blood, my last name, and the Raiders.
See, for you being in Cali, it makes, you know what I mean? I get it. The question I always get asked is, living on the East Coast my entire life, how did I become a Raiders fan all the way out here? And it's easy for me to explain is, yeah, the Patriots were here, but they sucked. And the Raiders, when I was of age, like I was about 4 or 5 years old, they were on the TV a lot because they were in the playoffs all the time. So I got to see them on TV, and I just became enamored with them, and I saw them play. I saw the uniforms, the logo, and it's just something that clicked with me that I just was drawn to them. Yeah, and I've been a fan of them ever since. I was never a Patriots fan. I never had any type of Patriots hats or whatever, or jerseys, none of that shit. It's been Raiders for me from day one. And my dad was a huge Raiders Patriots fan. So it's not even like it was somebody in my family that was a Raiders fan. There was nobody.
Mhm.
You know, until I got to kindergarten. Now, one of my, still to this day, my best friend since we were 5 years old. So I've known him 50 years of my life. We've both been Raider fans, you know. So, and it was the same reason how he became a fan. He saw them play in the mid 70s and just became hooked on them, you know. And again, it's not easy, you know.
Yeah, it's not going to be easy, James. But
No.
just so you know, it'll all come back.
Yeah.
And-
See,
and-
here's my thing, and here's the thing. So I was used to the Raiders not necessarily going to the playoffs or whatever, but I remember vividly growing up. Like, I remember we were at least having 7 and
What's up,
9, 8 and 8 seasons. I remember we had like fucking 4 or 5 straight 8 and 8 seasons, and all those seasons, you know, we weren't making it. I think I would prefer to see an 8 and 8 season than to see us
Right.
going 4 and 12. You know what I
You and me
mean?
both.
And I think that's the problem is, I mean, I remember seeing the Raiders going 8-8, 9-7, and I remember, you know, the Raiders would be 8-7 and would be in like week 17, but this is before they had week 18. But you know, they'd be in week 17, and it would be like the last game, and they'd be playing like the Broncos or some shit, and the winner would get the last wild card spot or something stupid. You know what I mean? Like, I remember those kinds of games where I'm like, fuck, you know, we lost them.
Yeah.
But you know what? Fuck it. We were in that game at least. You know what I mean? We were in that game. Like, it was competitive all the way to our last week of play. Now we get to this point where what we've been is like, we get to like the last 2 games of the season, and you're sitting there questioning if you even want them to win or not, or if you even want to watch the fucking game, you know, because you're like, it's fucking over. What am I watching for? You know, like, and like those last two weeks, I remember like especially last year, we won those. I remember we won that game against the Saints, and I was like, why the fuck did we do that? Granted, I wanted the team to win, but I was still, even though we won and I wanted them to win, I was like, fuck, man, why the fuck did we do that? Now
Gio's right too.
like fucking pick 7 and shit.
So and
Gio's
I
right too. Throughout the years, the best people I've met have become my most loyal friends are my Raider friends.
Yep.
Family.
it's a family.
It's
It's a natural thing when you're Raider fans that you just naturally pick up with other people. But we're gonna
because we know someone else that's miserable just like us being fans of the team.
I'm gonna talk this topic down a little bit for you, and then we're gonna move on because we're pushing a time limit here on the show. Just remember, James, remember today of how bad it is, and when it does turn around, it's going to taste that much better. Okay, and just be patient, because there's no true fans in this in this world that will stand by their team, whether they're bad or good, and that's Raider fans. Believe it or not, win, lose, or tie, Raiders till I die is not just a freaking motto. It really, truly is who we are as fans. So don't, you know, it sucks. I know it sucks because I'm right there with you. And Jeff could tell you the same thing, because we know what it's like when they were dominant and winning. We know. Okay? Even the 2000, 2001, 2002 teams were awesome. You know, it's just too bad that didn't last longer than just 3 years. But at the same time, just hold on to today. Don't get too frustrated, because it's not really, in all honesty, it's not worth pushing your blood pressure over the top. You know, but at the same time, just realize that there are some pieces on this team, believe it or not, that one day it's going to turn around. And you guys in the chat, I'm reading the chat as well, is, you know, what, 2030? Yeah, okay. I don't think it's going to be that long. I really don't think it's going to be that long. I truly believe that once this group of people in the front office can settle it down, let everything just let the dust settle a little bit, and then start working and working and working, because it only the draft. You're only as good as your draft and your free agent signings. And a lot of people were pissed off about our free agent signings. I get it, but when you don't have the muster to begin with, why go out and sign a high dollar free agent when you're going to need? We needed 3 linebackers this year. We needed 3. We only had 1 linebacker on our roster going into the offseason. We had to sign 3 linebackers. I think Spytech did a damn good job filling the linebacker room. So it's just going to happen. We need another quality draft. Let Spytech have his draft where it's going to be his people, his scouts, his draft board, okay, and go from there. Because this last draft, he had just enough time to scout his first-round pick, and he had a second-round pick that he couldn't get, so that's why he was going back. So he wasn't going to get that second-round pick that he wanted, and so he went back. And might as well, if the guy that you want doesn't fall to you, then might as well trade and move back and get somebody else. And I'm not hanging my hat on. I'm not giving up on Jack Besh. I really am not. But we need to see a little bit more in today's NFL. Your second round pick has to produce a little bit more than what he's doing.
Well,
so,
I think
hang on. We got a bunch of them that just popped in that said, so I got to play this real quick for all of them. I'm not doing it one for each one.
So I haven't said that. That's our soapbox for tonight, ladies and gentlemen. We're going to be talking about the same stuff for the next 12 months until we get to hit the reset button. So, but like I was telling James, if for some reason we can take and stack some wins, and I'm talking quality wins that you go, this last week we deserved to win that game. It didn't look good. But we did what it took to win the game. Agree or disagree?
Agreed.
We did what it took to win the game. So that's all we can ask for. All right. And so let's move on. Let's go to. We don't know what's going to happen tomorrow in Kansas City, right?
No.
We kind of have an idea we're going to get our fucking asses handed to us, but you never know. You just don't know, because we could come out tomorrow and you go, that's the Raiders we saw in week 1, not the Raiders we saw in week 2, 3, 4, and 5.
And Bueno, you're all 3: the good, the bad, and you are ugly.
Yeah, Bueno.
I can tack on this game by saying we were able to beat the Chiefs with Aiden O'Connell. So damn it, Geno Smith, we trust. Let's go. And Geno Smith, we trust.
It's who we have, and we got to roll with them, my friend.
I'm back on my delusional hype train again. It's almost Sunday.
No, I wouldn't say you're delusional. It's just who we have, and that's what we got to roll with.
Geno,
and he's perfectly capable of doing something great. Jeff, I'm all out of topics. It's Saturday night, 8:00 Pacific Standard Time. What say ye, my friend?
I'm ready to call it. James, thank you for coming on.
Yes, sir.
I appreciate you. Hope you have a good time tomorrow at your event.
Yeah, I'll be looking to get some pictures and videos. Those of you,
have them ready for Tuesday
in the chat. I'll be trying to get some pictures and videos that we can put out on Tuesday of next week during
send them to
the
Will.
Most Notorious podcast.
Yes, sir. Don't forget, make sure everybody tunes in Monday for the Monday Morning Quarterback. Myself and Chris Foradas. Tuesday night, it's the Most Notorious podcast. You'll see myself. You'll see James, Will, who was in the chat, and Cheeto Linus on Tuesday night. And then Wednesday night, I'll be back on with Leo and Just Raiders Baby and LV Rated 10 for the Raiders Connection. And then Thursday night, Coast to Coast with myself and LV Rated 10. Just a heads up to everybody that's on my show, or in my channel, I should say. I did change up my memberships a little bit, so I did open up a new membership. It's a cheaper one. It's a 99-cent one. So feel free to, if you want to switch over to that one, you can. Any new members, appreciate it. Helps keep the lights on, keep everything rolling as best as I can with this, because it takes a lot to do what we do, here each week. So, I mean, any little bit that everybody gives, we greatly appreciate it. And I thank you for the super chat that I got tonight from Raidering Rick Rude earlier. I appreciate that. So, till next time, everybody, remember, we got a tough game ahead of us tomorrow in KC against the Chiefs, but we'll hope for the best. And as I always say, stay safe and go Raiders.